Welcome to the Marvels, Mysteries and Midlanders podcast. Prepare to take a dive into all things mythical, eerie and downright strange. Stick around. You might just enjoy yourself.
Going good. It's going good. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's a cat on your wall.
The reflection off my tablet's got
That actually scared the shit out of me. What is that thing?
Tabitha, why do you scare everyone so? I want to get to the reflection, man. That's the Tabby voice we do in the house,
That's
by the way.
voice.
Yeah, she's like,
Hey, man.
No, it's not Mexican. It's not Mexican. It's just like, don't do that anymore, man. I mean, it might sound slightly Mexican, but it's not. She's cat talking down my ear. She's going. How you guys doing anyway? How you feeling? How you well? Are you both well? Are you both well?
I'm well now.
I'm not well still, as you can probably hear. I'm still quite bunged up. So, guess what, everybody listening? I'm bunged up, James, because I've still got COVID.
I don't have COVID, to let everyone know.
I've got COVID.
I tested negative twice,
and
I left the house.
Guess what? I can't smell or taste anything at all. Everything that brings me joy. The food on my table. Taste of dust!
What were you drinking in that photo you sent me?
What photo?
You sent me a photo of you drinking tea or something out of a mug.
Did I? Oh!
Yeah.
Did I? What? I don't remember this. Are you sure? Sure?
Didn't realise memory loss was a symptom of COVID.
No, that's just me forgetting my memories on a daily basis. Also, hello everyone and welcome to Marvels, Mysteries and Midlanders. I'm James Alexander, joined by Adam Daly and Lewis Carter. Don't mind us, we're just doing some WhatsApp administration. I've got to find... The last picture
James
I sent you, Adam, was
a
picture of me with a Harry Potter poster.
Fuck off, is it?
Yeah, no, but before that, there is a mug one. I was drinking.
There we go.
I was drinking, if you must know, I was having a morning glass of hot cranberry squash to. Don't laugh.
Sorry.
Lemsip.
It's not lemsip. It's not lemsip. It was a nice cranberry squash to wake up my throat and stomach because I didn't have anything else in. You don't drink lemsip on an empty stomach, guys.
Yeah.
How many times?
Not if you're hard.
I just love passing out of the wheel.
I fucking love you, mate.
What, Tabby? You need to calm down now. You're going to knock something. Oh my God, she's going mad. Yeah.
She's actually on the wall.
She's on the wall. The cat is on the wall. Cat is... She's in Minecraft now. Tabby, you're in Minecraft. Look. Keep pronouncing it weird.
I was going to say, you said it like Mein Kampf. You are in Minecraft.
Have you read Minecraft? Minecraft? Minecraft. Tabby, you are in Minecraft. There we go. Is that better? So, let's get into it. Any news this week, guys? Anything you want to talk about? Anything you're feeling quite riled up about? You know, I'm still obviously very cranky, kind of, from...
COVID
beering.
Yeah, you got the COVID cranks.
I have. It's so annoying, honestly. Everyone who's not had it, it's so annoying. It's a virus of just constant bait and switches. You know, one day you're like, you know what, I'm feeling better. Next day, oh, I'm sorry, I stole your taste, and you can't walk very far.
I didn't get the loss of taste and smell.
Good for you. Because this guy did.
That's all I had.
Really?
Nothing else.
But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that's life. Other than that, though, how's life?
Life's pretty good.
Very good.
Good. Keep it up.
Not too bad.
That's good. I'm happy to hear it. Tabby, you need to be quiet now. Daddy's talking. Okay? This is Daddy's hour.
James, it's 2022. You can't say the word daddy anymore.
Oh, is that so? I thought it was a kink thing.
Yeah.
Your father is talking.
Yeah, that's better.
There we go.
That's better.
She does not care. So, what do you think we're talking about today? I mean, I've given you no clues, but I'm going to just let you do your best to guess and see if you come up with something equal to what I'm discussing.
The Loch Ness Monster.
No.
Nessie.
No Nessie this week. Sorry, listeners. No Nessie this week.
Well, I'm out.
Lewis Carter.
Trolls.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's funny because it's not that, but I was looking into something similar to it. So I'll give you that, Lewis. You got a point. No, today I'll jump straight into it. So, what do you guys know of Spain? España.
Viva España. I know that.
Got nice beaches.
Yeah. Benidorm's a nice place, according to Lewis.
No, it's not. It's not. No, it's not.
N-
Any
Go
place.
as far as to say nice, but it's all right.
Any place you go to watch someone, like, I don't know.
Yeah, we know. We know.
You know.
Oh, we know.
Slick Sue, is it what her name is, Lewis?
No, you know a name. Come on.
I don't. Slick Sue?
Come on.
Slimy
It's
Sue?
not Slick Sue.
Sticky Sue?
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
What rhymes with sticky, James?
Vicky, for God's sake. Right, yeah. Okay. Sticky. Benidorm, home of Sticky Vicky. Best place in Spain, apparently. Go there. Go, have a good time. Yeah. But no, we're not talking about Benidorm today. Screw that. Get that out the window. This story is nowhere near as
I've seen
debaucherous, I'm
some
afraid.
monsters in Benidorm.
Did you? Did you?
You could do a whole episode. You could do a whole section.
50th episode special. Benidorm.
Benidorm again. I'm going down Sticky Vicky's water slide.
Let's move on from that. There is much to love in Spanish folklore. Well, admire at least. Show interest in. Such as El Coco, a monstrous creature that kidnaps children and eats them. A Spanish boogeyman, if you will. Was there any of those in Benidorm, Lewis?
Plenty of boogie.
I don't know what. No, I don't think so.
What about the giants and dwarves of Catalonia? Or even the tooth fairy turned mouse, Ratancito Perez. Any of those?
Wait, there's giants and dwarfs. Or giant dwarfs.
Giants and dwarves.
That's a strange.
A giant dwarf is just a regular sized person.
So there's giants and there's dwarfs.
But no, we're not actually going to talk about any of those things I just mentioned. We are kicking those tails to the curb as something else has come into the spotlight. Now, join us as we venture to the small city of Belmez de la Moraleda, located in southern
I'm pretty
Spain.
sure you pronounce that flawlessly, don't worry.
No, Belmez de la Moraleda. Oh. Located in southern Spain, population roughly just under 2,000 people.
Holy shit, that's quite low.
It's quite low for a city, isn't it? Yeah, it's written down as a city, but I originally thought it was a town.
It's like a village.
Yeah. On the morning of the 23rd of August, 1971, Maria Gomez Pereira of Rodriguez Acosta Street began her day like any other, waking up and slowly venturing towards her kitchen for a good old beverage to get the day going.
To get the gays going. Come on, let's.
I'm very sorry. To get the day going, a beverage such as, a cup of tea or a hot cranberry squash because she's, not got anything else in the cupboards because she's isolating, okay? But as she slowly broke out of her sleepy days, she noticed a new addition to her kitchen's decorum. She was startled to see a strange stain on her floor. As she started to fuss over it, she began to notice something strange about it. It wasn't just mold or a gathering of silver fish. It was a face that looked literally imprinted onto her floor.
What do you mean a gathering of silver fish?
You know the bug silverfish?
I don't know
You
this
don't
book.
know.
I thought that was like a
Weird
really
bugs.
The light.
ambiguous, like,
What? Some sort of another sex joke, Adam? Huh?
it's bloody cum.
Did you
Look
make
at the
any-
faces of silvery fish.
They're a bit like
They're
woodlice,
like
aren't
long woodlouse.
Oh, okay. I mean, I've never heard it before.
Yeah, they're only. I think they're usually in damp places. I think so. Expect to see them at your dorms. So yeah, they're like long woodlice. Woodlouse.
All right.
Woodlice. How you say it?
I'll take your word for it.
You better. But yeah, so it wasn't actually mold or a gathering of silverfish bugs in the middle of her floor. What happened was it was actually a face literally imprinted onto her floor. It wasn't an apparition or even a hallucination, as she could physically touch the image, though it felt no different to the rest of her floor.
So someone pressed the face into the floor.
Oh, you cracked it.
Oh, this will fucking go.
Face plant.
Face plant, yeah. So just a son gets them coming home and going, whoa, into the floor. Good morning, mother. But no, so the next best explanation, of course, which I'm going to agree with, is a paranormal explanation.
Of course.
Of course. Here we go, boys. We're taking yet another trip to Spooky Town. Here we go. All aboard. All aboard. Spooky Town Express. Oh, I love it. I love the complete lack of
It's
enthusiasm. Lack of enthusiasm in this Skype chat currently is just very demoralising. Why does no one want to come
Can I
on
just
the
have
Express?
a quick recap on who the woman is
She's a woman. That is correct. Her name
and
is
what time period we're in?
1971. Her name is Maria Gomez Pereira of Rodriguez Acosta Street. You
Cool.
follow? And she woke up, she went into her kitchen, and there was a face on her floor.
Yeah, was it Jesus? What did the face look like?
Wow, that's a very good point. I'll send you an image shortly.
Oh, images! It's real, Adam!
God's sake. Every week with this shit.
Isn't Jesus and the paranormal the same thing anyway?
Sorry, you've just triggered our entire listener base.
Sorry.
I advertise this as a strictly Christian podcast, Adam. If you must
need
know.
our Christian viewers.
Listen, guys, I'm Christian, so we can say what we want. That makes sense to
Don't worry.
That makes sense to That makes sense to the right. Is it? See, the few of them actually appeared on the floor, but I'll send you the main one that I've
Is
seen.
this Maria's actual floor?
So this picture's taken from Maria's actual floor. Her actual floor.
Where did she get the camera from? Did they have cameras in
Well,
1971?
no, they did have
There's
cameras
a
in
fact
1971.
that there are no pictures before 1971.
Yeah, right, whatever. Basically, so the reason why, and we'll get into it, there's pictures of it, is because it turned into a full-fledged investigation. This wasn't just someone going, "Oh man, there's faces on my floor." It became a big thing, a real deal, the real deal, should I say? But let's not jump too far ahead. I'm really trying to send you this picture here, but I can't find it.
What
Convince
the?
me.
This is. I thought you were going to show me the picture of the face.
I'm sending that.
Oh, that's Lewis.
Oh, look. Lewis coming in hot with the silverfish photos.
That's a silverfish, Adam.
Oh, that's on the floor.
Yes.
That's a bit weird. Every shape is in its right place. All right, I'll be a bit freaked if I saw that.
Oh, what's that,
Let me open it.
Open the image, Lewis, or you'll fall behind with the podcast and you'll be booted out.
A jiffy.
It's not a GIF, it's a picture of the Belmez Faces, or at least one Belmez Faces.
That is really a face, isn't it? Can't really be else.
Well, it's called the Belmez Faces for a reason, guys.
But there's
All right,
only
me
one
and
face.
Lewis.
Sarcomix
You know what?
faces.
I did say a face appeared. Oh, yeah, Belmez Face. Stop making me spoil the story. I'm trying to read it to you.
Oh
More than
no!
one.
Right.
Sorry.
As Maria told her neighbours about the strange appearance in the middle of her house, they told their neighbours, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so forth. And the story spread very, very quickly, too quickly, and soon enough the entire city of Belmez had become aware of the house on Rodriguez Acosta Street. Despite making their neighbours aware, the Pereira family still tried to play it down just a little bit, because it was a strange event, and, some people don't like bringing the attention to themselves. Apparently.
Do you know if something like this happened to you, would you instantly exploit it for money? I would. I'd be on that straight away.
Yeah.
I'd have like one of them red ropes outside to just section people up.
Red carpet through
Red
your
carpets out. See the face of Rodriguez Street or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Have like a jar. Shake it. Come on, mate. Pay the fee. Come on.
See the face.
Yeah. See, I want to say, no, I wouldn't do that.
Of course you would.
I'm a poor boy, I'm a poor boy.
Little supply.
No one wants to, pay me for any of my talents, and I'd have to sell my body and the face
one wants
and
to
the
pay
wall.
me for the thing that I think I'm good at, so I may as well do some random shit.
Yeah, exactly. Listen. So let's move on, guys. Despite making their neighbours aware then, so the Pereira family still tried to play it down. And this strange event had turned an average quiet day into something a little more freakier. So soon enough, people flocked to come and witness this strange phenomena. The painting, as it became known, looked like a form of warped portrait, as you gents now know from the image, with the features of the image blending from the colours in the cement on the floor. Not wanting any further attention, they decided to destroy the painting a mere 6 days later after its discovery, with Maria's son, Miguel Pereira, digging up the portion of the floor and relaying it with fresh, faceless cement.
You say Miguel.
Miguel. Miguel. Right, Miguel. Listen. I've got COVID, Adam.
I've got COVID.
But yeah,
God.
Miguel Pereira dug up the floor, got rid of the face, and put some new cement there. Do you think there was like a slow motion, sweaty montage of Miguel doing some, DIY? Handsome Spanish man. Just that.
I reckon exactly like that.
Exactly like that. Miguel actually did a damn good job. Before you know it, the house was back to its normal, no face self for a week at least.
Cool.
So jumping to a week later, the 8th of September 1971, and Maria once again was the one to find a new addition to her kitchen floor. It does seem like she's responsible. Just like...
Do you reckon she just gets absolutely like munted one night and just starts painting these pictures? Oh, there's a face. Miguel, there's a face in the floor.
Pablo Picasso! And then,
The fact that they call it a painting.
listen,
A floor painting.
some people don't see art when it's right in front of their face. Some people don't have the ability to look beyond their grey, menial existence. You're one of them. You wouldn't know art if it shot you in the face. Yeah, but Lewis, if you look at it though, you can see why it's called a painting. I mean, you don't
It definitely does look like
have
a
you
painting,
seen a
doesn't
person who looks like that before?
it?
It looks like it kind of looks like the creeper from Jeepers Creepers. You know, he has that long bit by his face, kind of.
He looks like he's got like
Not completely. Just the lower part of his face looks like the creature from Jeepers Creepers.
A mask on kind of thing.
Well, no, it doesn't matter. Thank you.
looks
for
like he's
trying.
got like tentacles or little things off his.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying Jeepers Creepers.
I've
Anyway.
not seen Jeepers
Oh,
Creepers.
What is that?
I forgot Lewis hasn't watched any film.
What's a film?
One of those moving picture types. But this time, Maria actually witnessed what she said she did. She witnessed the face going through the process of manifesting itself onto the floor. And guess what? It was in the exact same position as the previous mystery artwork.
Whoa.
Miguel's handiwork was for nothing. Nothing! Poor Miguel. However, this time the face was discernibly male. Well, whatever did this, working on its technique. I'm going for some gender portraits this week, That's what I'm going for.
They're getting better. They're
Can
improving.
I see a picture of the...
Yeah, do we have a visual on this, please, James? Me and Lewis are very visual learners.
Yes.
We appreciate pictures. Any kind of visual stimuli we're all about.
Where's the picture?
Show us the picture, Alexander.
Why is there so many emojis flying up my screen? Oh my god. Children. I'm trying. Okay. What's happened so far then? Since you're so listening, having such a good time. Yeah.
Maria Gomez Pereira, who's in 1971 on Rodriguez something street, has noticed that she gets off her tits every night and sees a painting on the floor.
Just want to point out that gets off her tits was not in the script. That was
I may have
observation.
ad-libbed that.
Okay.
Maria!
You gotta see her! There we go. Yeah.
Oh,
I ain't a fan of the rest.
I'm enjoying these pixels.
Such an asshole. Lewis, when are you going to finish writing that one episode? You said you're going to start writing about 30 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
Lewis.
I don't remember saying that.
Yeah, Lewis.
I'd really like to do an episode on spontaneous human combustion. Okay, Lewis, research into it. Okay, well. Yeah, that's come about quick, isn't it?
Yeah, Lewis.
You can speak as well. Oh, that's right. That's right, James. I'll help you write episodes. I'll help write episodes when I'm not at uni. Oh, it's been Christmas, mate. I've had a single helping hand come through. So
I've
far.
had COVID.
Oh, you know what?
I had COVID the other month.
It really shook my writing potential that 1 month. So by the
I couldn't taste or smell anything or write any extra episodes. Symptoms.
extra episodes. What extra episodes compared to the other ones you've been writing, Lewis?
Well.
So
They're in the pipeline.
okay,
They're in the
okay,
pipeline.
sorry,
Yeah.
Just you wait.
This spontaneous human combustion episode better be an absolute belter, because it's been hyped for nearly 35 weeks at this point.
You've got to build the crowd, build the supply and demand.
By the time word got out about a second face, people came in their hundreds, making it impossible to keep the many spectators at bay. If you were business-minded, Adam, like you said, you just charge them, wouldn't you? You make a killing off of it. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Don't matter if it's a fake as well. It's still art. And my house is a gallery, baby. That vase.
People see what they want to see anyway.
That vase over there. The cat tower. Oof. My Sony PlayStation 5. Masterpiece.
My massive fucking telly.
That's a 50-inch, you know. That's fine. That's £5, please. So yeah, people in the crowd started demanding to see this face from another world. This time, there was no sexy Spanish demolition, as the face remained there for several weeks. It didn't disappear or even move, but its features did start to change slowly, almost as if it was aging, like an old painting, degenerating, so to speak.
So I do quite like. Is that the second one then?
I haven't got an exact timeline on the ones that popped on the floor, but I think ones the top middle, and top right are the ones that appeared first.
I like these pixels.
I'm just saying it's not the most highest.
Well, sorry, I didn't have time to get a plane to Belmez and take pictures of whatever remained, did I?
I'm going to reverse image search.
You do that. Upon hearing about the faces, the local politics got involved in the form of the mayor himself. He was like, "Hey, you think you can just get rid of this sacred art provided by God himself? Yo, I don't think so. I'm the mayor." Something like that. I'm the mayor.
I'm the mayor.
I'm the mayor. Yo. Yeah, he genuinely labelled the art as a valuable and divine piece of work and wanted it to be preserved immediately. Guess what, guys? My little house tour that I pay for is now got government backing. Government backing, baby. Government
You can
backed.
charge extra for that.
Government-backed faces. Extra tax, probably. I don't know. After more weeks of people coming and going, peering through the windows of the house, and some just letting themselves in the middle of the night, the art was finally to be removed. Imagine that. Just waking up at night and some guys in your living room going, "Oh, oh,
Look.
it's a face.
Hola, Maria.
Oh. Buenos noches, look at this face." Yeah. Yo.
Buenas noches.
Buenos noches. So yeah, people started coming to the house, not breaking in, they just somehow let themselves in. Legally, completely legally.
It's an open house 24/7.
After this point, the art finally was to be removed. On the 2nd of November, another large crowd amassed outside the Pereira's house as the second face was cut out of the ground, presumably in yet another industrial montage filled with sweat, Spanish muscles, and safety equipment. The face was mounted behind glass, framed almost, and hung on the wall next to the fireplace in the house. Everybody wants a house that you literally just produces artwork, so it grows out the floor, you cut it out the floor, and go, right, we're going to take that and put that on the wall.
Ah, beautiful.
2 meters from it.
That would have to be like a structural wall, because I don't think you'd be able to hang it on a stud wall, because it'd be a bit heavy, wouldn't it? Concrete.
Concrete slab.
It's a full-on. So I don't know how big the faces were in size, so I don't know if it's like a full-on giant slab or like a slight, like a tiny
like a tile.
Yeah, like a tile. Yeah,
Just
exactly.
trying to nail it on the wall and it just breaks.
I want to put this floor on that wall. Does that make sense?
Maria, hear me out. I want this floor on the wall.
And I want the
and
floor.
it's going to have loads of faces on. Trust me, it's going to look fucking it's going to look pucker.
Yeah, that's exactly some guy from London.
English builder on his holidays.
Yeah, I'll just get myself down to Salco, mate. I'll get a few boards here. We'll sorted, mate. Sorted. Yeah, get a good deal, mate. Get a good deal. So yeah, the face was mounted on the wall next to the fireplace, and everybody, was like, "Wow!" They come over still and they'd look at it instead of staring at the floor. They're now staring at a wall. At this point, word had spread even further past the city borders and across all of Spain, España, with photographs of the faces appearing in local and national newspapers. You know you've hit big then when the faces are in the papers, guys. You know you've done good. At this point, you'd still be asking why the hell this was happening, though, because at this point, We don't know that. We don't know why. Unless you were secretly responsible for doing it, Maria. But I'm not about that hoax life, guys. You know that. I'm not about pointing out hoaxes straight away. I want the real deal. Not yet. I'm not a, you know, not there yet.
We'll get there.
So, what did they do? Next course of action, what would you do?
Serve lemonade.
Put a rug down.
Rug down. Also, Lewis, I've just noticed you haven't changed clothes since last week. Is everything okay?
He's wearing the same one.
I know, because I'm going on holiday. And
Oh!
I don't want to get any more clothes dirty.
Like, instead of just going, no, wash it since. He's like, no, I have worn the same.
It's the same.
I have worn the same
all
outfit.
week.
It's the same.
Does look a darker shade of brown. So what they did next was the best thing. Instead of, they didn't put lemonade out, they didn't put a rug on it, they dug up the kitchen floor.
Oh, okay.
They
See
dug
if
up
anything
the
was
kitchen
underneath.
floor. Exactly that.
Something
Exactly,
was producing these faces.
Exactly
There could be like
that.
dead bodies under there that just like surface.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
and then,
point.
You know,
Maybe it was a strange ancient object, or maybe it was the leftovers of some blood magic orgy,
or
something more sinister.
it could be the bodies.
Or it could be a blood magic orgy, you know? It could be. But as they dug, Adam, as they dug, nothing was to be found. Until they hit 9 feet below the house. Through the various chunks of concrete, stone, and dirt they were slowly pulling through, they suddenly came across something full of calcium. Delicious. A number of human bones.
Oh,
Calcium. Come on.
I thought you were going to be like,
What? Jugs.
shitloads of Yakult or something. Yeah.
Jugs load of milk. I found some ancient milk. Let's get that down, me.
Oh,
Oh, dearie me.
just all lumpy, slapping you in the face.
I thought this was milk. Tastes like cheese. Yeah. So this discovery kicked the spiritual interest in the Faces case into complete overdrive, as many of those keeping an eye on the situation said it was the work of restless spirits whose burial place had been disturbed. Or in this case, a house had been built on it. Think about that, though. How many places have been built on dead people? Has your house been built on dead people, Lewis?
I hope not, because there was a school here.
Well, schools aren't really famously known for burying their dead on site.
Exactly,
so, Worry.
That's why I hope not.
Yeah. They buried Mr. Anderson here 75 years ago this night. And Lewis, that's how Lewis's house became haunted. Right, you, Adam. You living on the dead? Huh? Hey.
I live near King's Standing, so it's probably highly likely that there are multiple dead people.
The whole area is a graveyard.
The whole area is a graveyard.
Well, I've heard Edinburgh's like basically just built on graves, like vast amounts of graves. Apparently, I've never been there, and I want to go so bad. And please correct me, listeners, if I am wrong. Also, any Spanish listeners, A, sorry for butchering your language, and B, please correct me if you can. I'd really appreciate it. It makes me more of a seasoned person if I'm actually willing to learn and educate myself. You know what though? I'm gonna say I did look up pronunciations, but I wrote this episode a while ago now, so it's kind of like may have gone out my head. But anyway, the discovery of the bones, however, was to nobody's surprise at all, as close to the entirety of the houses on Rodriguez Acosta Street was built on a site of a former graveyard. Hey, we did it.
Fucking solved it.
Solved it. No. Yeah, but you should definitely remove the bones, shouldn't you, when you dig up build on a graveyard, surely.
Yeah, but imagine how much time and effort that takes. Like,
do you think there were gravestones there and they just thought, get these out road?
What are these? Into the skip. Yeah. Oh, this one's got a name on it. Oh, that's weird. That is, mate. Probably some graffiti.
Simon Skinner.
Simon. Wouldn't it be like Simon Skinner? I don't know.
No, what they do is they wouldn't even remove the gravestones. They just do that typical like build around it. So you just build this massive building, and there's just a room just full of all the gravestones. Everything's still there. Flowers are still there. Bottle of whiskey.
People come to your house and they're like, "Oh, just come to pay our respects." And you're like, "Oh yeah, of course." Goes down into the basement. There's just a full-on plot graveyard down there. Go in, mate. Help yourself.
That'll be £5, please.
I love earning money off the dead. It's fantastic. Yeah. As things continuously developed, the art boffins were then brought in to scrutinize the images. So you've got these faces appearing on the floor, and you're like, who needs to be called in? Who needs to come in here and sort this out? Get the art critics in. Yeah, they'll sort it out. They'll scare it off.
What are they going to critique, though? Like the strokes of the fucking...
Well, listen to this. So a Carmen Aznar critic expressed surprise at how subtle the overall painting's execution was. He described the image as a portrait of a startled or astonished man with slightly open lips, which, the one you've seen, that is true.
Yeah.
But
I love the way his tentacles sprout from his nose.
Maybe it's just maybe he's got one, like a mustache, but it's just 2 long hairs on his face. That guy.
That's a man, is it?
Oh, he's described it as a man. Remember that guy in Kill Bill 2? And every time he does that with his beard constantly. It's like a few threads, and he always waves it. Maybe that's what the guy was doing. But no, Lewis says, so it says here, the appearance of a man. It's not confirmed, obviously. It is a man. But to me, despite with that alien long mustache feature, he looks like a guy. His expression looks like he's just been roasted, proper burned.
He's got the quality shocked Pikachu look.
Someone's just dissed him in a mad way, and he's like, "Can't believe you've done this." That kind of that kind of face. After a few more weeks of degradation of the images, the expression changed to one of irony. I don't know what that means, but maybe that is the ironic one we're looking at. But I'm not. What is a look of irony?
I don't know.
Is it?
How can you have an ironic look about you?
Is this it?
I don't know.
I think it's like...
Isn't that ironic?
Oh, yeah, like a bit smug at the same time.
Yeah.
It's the face you pull when there's rain on your wedding day.
Yeah. He's got a point, yeah.
No, I'm going to go with that, yeah.
I'm never getting married. I'll always be alone.
You don't know that. Maybe if you stop being so selective and just find a life partner.
You don't know that. I like how you instantly jumped into must comfort this man.
As a married man.
You don't know this, Adam.
No, it's true. I abhor any of my friends turning around going, I'm going to be alone forever. I mean,
it's like a fucking parent just catching his kid saying something really bad. Don't you say that.
Go to your room, Adam.
You will find love.
Go to your room. Now listen, son, you're not going to be alone forever. It's just a hard time. You're
Download Tinder now.
Don't put your height on there, guys. You might get a weird message dissing you for being over 5 foot.
You some sort of fucking manlet.
Oh, what, a manlet?
A manlet, yeah.
What's a manlet?
It's like some subversion of a man. You're a fucking manlet.
I don't know why, but the first thing that could do was a sandwich with a man inside of it. I don't know why. I'd love this.
You want a manwich?
Manwich.
My manwich. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. So guess what, everybody? Guess what? 2 weeks after the floor was refilled and settled, what do you think happened?
It came back.
Oh, it came back. Another face appeared, the exact same spot, and another 2 weeks later, a 4th face. So one and another. There's now 2 faces on the floor. A 4th face. It's an invasion of visages, guys. So many faces. So many faces. Buffin.
So was it a different face every time? Sorry.
It wasn't the same face every time. It was a different kind of face appearing every time.
Oh, okay.
That was a weird sentence. I feel like I just repeated myself 3 times in a row. It appeared differently every time. It appeared differently every time. Every time. So art critic Buffin Aznar returned to the scene to see what the hell he could deduce from the mess and stated they were true examples of true expressionism in their style. It doesn't explain though what they are, Aznar. Okay?
How is it here, Aznar?
Yeah. All I can say is expressionism at its peak. Yes, twirling his moustache.
Even in the afterlife, art exists.
Poetic justice. So another painter, Fernando Calderon, also weighed in saying that they were true masterpieces created paranormally. He was like, I'm not even going to look at them. I know they were made by ghosts or paranormally, okay? They're great, fantastic. I mean, I'm just going to say, they're not masterpieces. They're not at all, really.
They are beautiful.
But expressionism has no master.
I can just imagine some critic going at somebody, the expression on the face. And it's literally, the face is just...
It shows of one of bewilderment and
just jaw gurning like simply beautiful. Kill me.
Marvels, Mysteries and Midlanders.
Now, I just want to say, guys, and you probably know, I'm not an artist, like at all. Ask my wife, you know what I mean? The old ball and chain.
Kill me.
My drawings. What was that, sorry?
I said, lovely woman, your wife.
Tina's fit, your mum. Cool. Yeah, but my drawings have been said to be the stuff of nightmares. Not very good, but I've just for you guys as a treat, and I'm going to post this on Instagram as well. I've drawn. So obviously I researched into this a while ago, and this evening before I recorded, I drew the main one you see there from memory. Are you ready to see it?
Oh, you've actually got.
I've actually got it right here.
I can see it.
It looks like a cross between Psyduck the Pokemon and Homer Simpson.
It looks like an evil alien clone of Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
Yeah. And at the bottom, I've got written a Belmez face, a masterpiece.
A masterpiece. It looks like a Psyduck.
Like a front profile of a side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, that's my artistic masterpiece for the episode. But yeah, that's my my image, and I'll be uploading that to Instagram, listeners, if you are on our Instagram. So you've got to look forward to a true masterpiece. How much would you give out of 10, guys?
Oh, you get it.
Could I ask how long there was between seeing the image and recreating the image?
I think
I'd months, maybe.
months. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I wrote I wrote it a long time ago. This episode. It's one of the first episodes I've written. I've just kept it in the bank. Sorry. Yeah. So that's it. So guys, just when you thought it was all over, even more smaller faces began to appear. Teeny tiny baby faces.
Oh, it's got like a little family.
Yeah, a family of dead people. Yeah, nice. Maria Pereira counted around 9 of them in total, whilst a principal researcher into the case, Professor Argumosa, which is a fantastic name, counted around 18 faces.
Okay, so if there are little baby faces
Mhm.
in this little spectral painting,
Yes.
does that mean the ghosts be fucking?
What are you talking? What?
These are the questions that the viewers are going to want to ask.
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, let's just say they were. No, Adam. The ghosts aren't having premarital sex under the floor.
They may be married. You don't know that.
Pre and post marital sex under the floor. Okay?
How do you explain the babies then?
I'm saying maybe in the graveyard there was also an area where infants were buried and all the souls have come gathered together and have, emerged through the floor.
These ghosts.
Or
these
maybe
ghosts, James,
they were adult ghosts and they just couldn't manifest the proper size, so they came through tiny. They're little men. Oompa Loompas of ghosts, you could say.
Lewis, what do you think?
I
Do
don't
ghosts be
agree.
fucking?
No, I don't think so.
Uh,
Floor ghosts.
Well, that's the last time I ask you anything, Lewis.
Listen, he's not always going to have your back, okay?
Well, he should.
So the case was actually taken to an international parapsychology conference in Barcelona in 1977, 6 years after all this had happened. So we've jumped ahead
What conference?
a international parapsychology conference.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that like the psychology of ghosts?
How do ghosts think? Interesting. Parapsychology is the study of mental phenomena which are excluded from or inexplicable by orthodox scientific psychology, such as hypnosis, telepathy, etc. So they went to a conference about all that stuff, okay? So they're all there going, oh yes, it's in Barcelona though, so it's like, the images are incredible. I took a photo of her brain and her sister's soul was living inside of it. It was truly horrifying. goodbye. And that's how it ends. That's how it ends. Yeah. So they took the case to this conference in Barcelona 6 years after this happened. So we jumped forward a bit. We're going to
That's quite a long time.
Yeah, we're going to jump back, but I just thought, while we get in. So, Professor... exactly this. Time travel in a simple sense. Argumosa presented the faces as a result of unquiet spirits causing poltergeist activity. Their psychic anguish bleeding through any surface that lay there. He later admitted that his ideas were not fully formulated, but that he himself was able to witness some faces appear from crude lines into meticulously drawn portraits. Imagine
in front of their eyes.
Yeah, he witnessed it appear.
Ooh.
So that's a bit more. Ooh.
If you were dead and you were bleeding through your spectral anguish, what face would you make? That's a good face.
Thank you. No, the face.
What painting would you paint?
Yeah, what painting would you paint, James? That's a very deep
paint.
question.
Has it got to be a particular painting?
I think they have to be faces by the looks of it, don't they?
That's it. Oh, that's more. Yeah.
Faces is a theme.
I just put my I just paint.
I just paint.
Let's see what
paint my fucking life away.
I just paint my feelings onto the canvas and see what appears. No, I just paint like Hellboy or something, like just something to mess with people. Because they'd be like, "It's a demon!" You know what I mean? So what would you paint?
Someone with a Friar Tuck haircut.
With what? A bowl cut.
Oh.
But bald at top.
Oh, okay.
There's not enough paintings with that.
That's deep.
There's not enough bowl cuts in art these days.
There's not bowl cuts with a baldy patch.
I mean, I'm balding anyway, so once it gets to that point, I'm going for the full Friar Tuck, I think. Screw it. Haircuts for modern people are bad anyway. May as well just go all the way with it. But anyway, so back to 1972. As Professor Argumosa was witnessing the formation of one of these faces, he wasn't the only witness, as he was joined by journalists Rafael Alsaca from Jaén and Pedro Sangrario from Patria. They all stated how fast their hearts were beating as their astonished eyes saw contours appearing to create such pieces of art. Pedro described further what he saw, a gradual appearance on the brick built part of the floor of seemingly unconnected lines, which eventually slowly composed themselves into an impressively attractive painting. After so many pictures were taken of the face, by the end of the day it had disappeared completely once more, whether through flashes or just supernatural occurrence. The face was there, and then it was gone. May 1972. Enter Hans Bender. I was waiting for that laugh, Adam.
Oh, I'm over it.
So Professor Argumosa had decided to invite a fellow parapsychologist professor from the Freiburg Institute in Germany, named Hans Bender. Bender described himself as an investigator in the unusual human experience. Poor Hans arrived on the scene that was in complete chaos. There was cats and dogs dancing together. There was vinyl records being played backwards. That it was raining blood. It was wild, absolutely wild. There, no, that's not. But seriously, there was priests, painters, artists, critics, parapsychologists, journalists, and just random people just filling out the complete street with the local media there as well. And everyone was discussing their theories outside the house of why it was happening. And Bender had no choice but to kill them. With his interviewing skills. Yeah, interviewing skills. So we can't exactly, show you exactly what happened or a recording of what was happening outside the building. It was never truly properly recorded. But we can recreate the experience of a crowd.
Oh, here we go.
People going, ape over these theories, these faces. But we're going to try. So Lewis, Adam, and me, we're going to do a bit of role-playing, gents.
Can I be Mr. Bender?
Well, I put myself down as Mr. Bender.
All right,
no.
But
If you want to be Mr. Bender, you can.
We'll take turns.
See, I was going to tell you. So this is how it is so far. So I said I was going to be Mr. Bender. Adam, you were going to play a 29-year-old man of the night named Mendoza.
Why am I always the man of the fucking night?
Because it plays into your strengths. Get over it.
Fuck you.
Who's just looking for a good time.
He just wants to be a bender.
He's a possible gigolo or night watchman. It's your choice, Adam. He could be a gigolo. He could be a night watchman. Lewis,
I want to be a Unsociable hours retail worker.
Okay, so Mendoza, 29-year-old, unsociable hours retail worker who's looking for a good time. Is that better? Yeah?
That's good, yeah.
Okay, cool. Lewis, you are Santiago, radical priest who is ready to smite down anyone who gets in the way of the Belmez Faces. The roles are yours, gents, and to do with whatever you want. This is a judgment-free zone. Just paste the script over to your names are at the start of each line.
Oh, there's a script.
Yeah.
Stay away from these paintings.
Cool.
He's going off script. Fuck.
Remember, don't read my line. So I go.
Oh my goodness.
There you go.
Oh,
There you go. Right, I'll go first then. Okay. Are you guys ready?
I thought it was improv. Sorry.
You can improv as well. I'm not judging. I'm just got a script so you know to flow. I mean, it's a very loose script and it doesn't really go anywhere. But just imagine I'm interviewing you then. So I'm here and I'm like, excuse me, sirs. I'm here to delve into this face phenomena. Why are you here?
Is it me?
Says Adam at the start, mate.
I can't do the accent. It just says, hey, hi, hey. And then it doesn't even say Mendoza. I'm Mendonza. I'm Mendonza, man of the night. And I'm here to fix a path of the butcher's axe. And I have partaken in that I feel are directly responsible for those faces.
Silence! Reprobate! Degenerate! Your sinful activities mean nothing to the true path. These faces are the Lord's way. I'll try that one again. These faces are the Lord's way of punishing us. Teasing the departed's faces in front of us.
You don't know a goddamn thing about what I've been through.
Sure,
or what I've done. I'm going Mexican.
Troy, you want to go with the accent?
I don't know what accent to do anymore. Try coming at me when you've been part of an intricate blood. Try coming at me when you've been part of an intricate blood orgy to summon Asmodeus, demon of lust. Have you ever seen a man swallow a planet-sized dick? No? You want to?
I am enchanted and terrified. If you could just let me through the house, I'd be happy to prove just what is going on with a few small tests and maybe something to eat. Sorry, continue, gentlemen.
There is no way to the house. All is lost. I am his vessel. I will use the faces to bring new domination. I will feast on the flesh and become one with the true being. I am a soul reaver.
Sorry, Mr. Mendonza, I forgot to paste in your last piece of script. Would you like to just improv something real quick?
I don't know. I just wanted to work the night shift at Asda. Here I am, getting involved in unnecessary, unsolicited blood orgies.
Okay.
The paintings, they must remain.
I have taken your opinions into account and appreciate your time. But tell me more about your flesh, holy man. It sounds delicious. There we go.
Oh, God.
He's just.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it went down.
Yeah, that's very accurate. Gents, as always, thank you so much for humouring me. That was incredible.
You're welcome.
After finishing his interviews with the rowdy crowd, he deduced that the faces were truly paranormal in origin. However, he also noted another dimension to these faces. The witnesses appeared to perceive the faces differently. The same face would be described as an old man, whilst a different witness would describe it as a young man. There was almost a jigsaw...
Young man.
Young man. Yeah, young man. There was almost a jigsaw puzzle-like quality to the large and smaller faces, with similar patterns or shapes that would allow them to interlock. Get your YMCA at your system. Go on.
Young man. I actually don't know the words.
There's no need to paint faces, I say, young man. So, I bet you guys have probably thought so far. Why don't they just clean them? Why not just clean them off?
What, the paintings?
Yeah, just get rid of them. Just clean them. Well,
it's like a daily chore then, isn't it? Just like grow back.
Exactly. Simple cleaning wasn't enough to remove these faces. No amount of washing up liquid, detergent, or even bleach would get rid of them. Guess what, eh? Sit down. Listen. Open your ears. You can't erase a soul.
Why don't you just stick a table over it or something?
I mean,
Or a rug.
Yeah, stick a rug over it.
Lewis is stuck to his...
He wants this rug. Serve some lemonade. Get a rug over it.
Instead, they persisted evolving and decaying to their own physical laws, whatever they were. So they did what they could to try and capture the formation of these faces, hence the pictures you've seen. Hans Bender carried out a procedure that had previously been tried by Argumosa to no avail. However, Bender was a try-and-try-again kind of guy. First thing they did was photograph the kitchen floor. As it was, nothing, no irregularities other than the faces there, obviously. Then they covered it in a thick sheet of plastic, which extended right up the walls and was secured every 6 inches. Using a video camera to record the experiment proved useless in the end, as the lighting in the room was too dim, and any additional lighting would just glare off the plastic. Mm-hmm. So it kind of ruined the effect they were going for when they tried to film it.
Why didn't they take the plastic off to film it?
That's part of the experiment, though, is the plastic is needed. So the aim of the experiment was to prove that the faces appeared without any hindrance from the outside agency at all. It was a way to cover them up without, being able to draw through it. So there was no way of anyone to get involved. Unless some guy was painting through the floor somehow with a magical paintbrush, it just wasn't working. Annoyingly, though, water had begun to appear under the plastic, and the Pereira family decided to remove it before any faces could appear. Just buy a dehumidifier, guys. Just get one of them in there.
That experiment is totally fucked now.
It is, yeah. It's ruined. And it sounds a bit suspicious as well, the way they were like, there's water under there. Remove it. I think there's more to these Pereiras. Don't trust the Pereiras. Bender and Argumosa were obviously quite disappointed by the outcome, so they continued to visit the house over a series of months after the failed experiment, but never produced any conclusive results. The house became a sort of pilgrimage spot for those with a deep interest in the spiritual and occult and weird stuff and much more. Like us guys, like the 3 of us,
Yes.
Like the 3 of us.
Is it still there now?
Well, getting to that, my young man. People from France, England, and Germany joined the Spaniards to see the faces themselves and give out their own personal theories, usually going for the typical demonic, spiritual, or sacred kind of answer. Like most wannabe investigators, they were probably wearing some kind of Kevlar vest to protect themselves from ghosts, but they also had various camcorders. See, the reason why I mentioned Kevlar vests is because I've seen videos of people online doing ghost hunts.
I was going to say,
wearing like police vests and stuff. No offense to them,
fucking shooter.
Gets ghost bullets out. Get shanked by. Imagine macing a ghost. On the ground, son!
Taser!
Yeah. Get the baton out. Right, I'm gonna break this ghost's ankles again
I
and
will
again.
Eat you with my baton.
Is that the French?
That is the French
transfer officer. Yeah.
Did you find that baton is a French word?
Sorry.
Well, I think.
sorry. No, yeah.
It does sound
You've
French.
been pronouncing it wrong. It's
Baton.
So apparently, many of these people with the camcorders who come to visit the house, they actually caught sight of strange activity in the house. Sounds of loud crying, mass conversation, and crazed shouting. Yeah, stuff like that.
That was just Bender upstairs.
All allegedly caught on tape. Yeah, he's upstairs.
Why doesn't it work?
Yeah, that's what was going. Just Bender losing his stuff. But yeah, apparently they filmed. So maybe it was just another mob of people they didn't realize behind the camcorder, just like shouting, laughing, having conversations, and someone's like, "Oh my god, are you hearing this?" And so like going behind the camera. That's what actually happened. The general consensus from these tapes was that something particularly terrible had happened at the site, and the fact that it's literally built on a bloody graveyard. There's.
Yeah.
You can see why they went to that conclusion. Further reports of heads appearing continued through to 1983, coming and going as they pleased. If you go today to the house itself, Adam, like you asked, you can actually still see the distorted remains of the Belmez Faces.
Oh.
Check that up. We're entering the end now, guys. So we're going to wrap it up with the apparent explanations of what actually is going on. So we've covered the spiritual souls of the dead, built on consecrated ground theory. Let's wrap it up with the idea that this theory was put forward by Jose Ramiro, that Maria Pereira herself was unknowingly projecting these faces onto her home's surfaces. He backed this up by saying various visits the faces were darker and less defined than before when he visited her. This led him to believe that there was a direct link between the faces and Maria's state of mind. When Maria was feeling unwell, the images would be faint in colour, and when she was well, they'd be a bit more saturated, so to speak. This led Ramiro to deduce that when Maria died, the images would also disappear permanently.
Oh, so she was controlling them with
her
brain mind.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. They think that. That's one theory. Other investigators have offered their own theories, of course, with many holding Maria as the central influence. This projection thing that I mentioned, it's called a type of psychokinetic thoughtography. Now, thoughtography is a term emerged from a claim by Ted Sirios, who believed that he could imprint an image directly onto photographic film with the power of his mind. Subsequently, would it be a massive leap really to assume that maybe Maria was also doing this? If you believe in thoughtography. I mean, I've never done it.
Oh, yeah.
There's that particular thing.
Especially if it's like a bright light as well. And you close your eyes. Have you ever looked at something and the imprint of the light is like
in your eyes? Yeah.
Yeah, when you close them.
Floaters, they get called sometimes. I know it sounds like poo stuff, but then you get things in your eye floating.
Toilet humor. Yeah.
So the one theory was that obviously ghosts and stuff, or one thought that Maria herself was the one actually doing it with thoughtography. However, entering the investigative commission coming into it, who investigated the concrete, I'd like to call them the Lewis Carter Commission of Investigation, so to speak. The logical side of people, the people who
realists.
The realists, yeah. So the commission determined that the faces were formed by little other than chemical application. Chemicals which could be easily obtained from any drugstore as cleaning fluids. There were also particular chemical levels found with further testing that are connected directly to some forms of paint. There are detailed percentages you can actually find out online, and they do back this up, but I can't face the truth, and also I can't understand the truth because it's ghosts and nothing else, guys. Okay? You heard it here first.
The
commission was a fraud. No.
How did the ghosts get their hands on the chemicals?
Well, chemicals can be natural. Maybe the house was built on a natural deposit and the ghosts were like, let's paint with our faces. No, I don't know. I'm just telling it how it is. You have your opinion. I have my own. The commission also reported that they could even determine the size of the brush hairs of the paintbrush used to paint the faces. They're good. They're very good. I'm impressed. Seriously impressed.
I think I'd be quite accurate of that. Yeah, this was done with a little paintbrush.
Yes.
Oh, that's a big straight. It was definitely done with a big paintbrush.
Yeah, it's true. That's how it went, baby. That's how it went. That's what they said anyway. On the 3rd of February, 2004, Maria Pereira passed away. Yet, the faces continue to appear and exist on her kitchen floor.
Well, that fucks up Ramirez.
Yes, that's one theory that they disappeared when she died, yeah. I mean, I don't think they're still appearing, sorry, but they're still there on the floor. So, gents, what do you think caused this then? Nasty scam or ghostly slam?
I reckon it's a scam. I reckon Miss Pereira's been the one. She gets some nice tracing paper, gets a bit of chalk, and then just traces a face.
Is it a scam?
I reckon it's a scam. I need to learn more about the Pereiras.
Scamming people's beliefs.
Yeah.
She's left herself a legacy, hasn't she?
She has.
What are you talking about her? And,
exactly, yeah.
This one's for you, Maria. This one's for you.
Dear Maria.
You gotta see her. Yeah.
Good way to leave a legacy, I think.
Yeah. Pulled it off. No one got hurt, I don't think.
Apart from Maria, she's dead.
Well, no, she passed away. I don't think she didn't get hurt.
Same thing.
She did.
Not everyone dies in pain, Adam.
She didn't die. She passed away. There's a difference.
Die implies pain. Passed away meant gently in the night. I know, I'm joking. Of course it doesn't. I know what I mean. God's sake. Listen, I've read a lot to you guys, and you're just picking apart everything. Speaking of which, actually, I remember at my old flat where I used to live when I was younger.
Back in my younger
days, 1992 to 2003. That's when I lived at the flat. You can tell I'm becoming
Very
old because I
specific,
remember the
man.
years. Yeah, but basically, on the wooden door we had, the front wooden door. Yeah, you have patterns in wood, don't you? You
Yeah.
have and towards the end of us living there, a skull face started to appear in the wood on the door. I'm not talking like a full-on skull, but a noticeable enough skull face on the door, to me at least. I'm pretty sure my dad would remember it as well, but it wasn't always there. It slowly appeared over time before we left. I always thought it was quite interesting. Never understood, obviously, what it was, but it's.
What's that? There's something.
Yeah.
There's actual name for that where you see faces in things, isn't there?
Face pareidolia.
Or is that what it's called?
Pareidolia, yeah. Seeing faces. Pareidolia. Seeing faces in random objects or patterns in light and shadow. There you go. So overall, guys, where does this rank in your favourites, whatever?
It's up there. I like the mystery of it. I like how it's not really explained, and it's something that is left to the imagination.
And there's some real evidence for you guys to look at and go, oh.
Yeah. And it's like, even if you don't believe in ghosts or any of that shit, you know, you still can't explain it. You still can't explain
any
it.
of that shit.
Even from like a realist perspective, it's like, all right, well, how the face is there?
Any of that shit.
If you don't believe in any of that bollocks.
Don't really like your term for
What's this podcasting about again?
any of that shit, apparently. Yeah.
Marvel's mysteries and any of that shit.
Yep. That is correct.
I should rebrand.
To what?
Marvel's mysteries and all that shit.
That can be, if we ever get to the point where we can do it like a secondary show, that's what it can be called, okay?
Yeah.
Marvel's Mysteries and any of that shit. Cool. That works. It works for me. Works for me. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's the Belmez Faces. The Belmez Faces. Hope you like it. You got a question, Lewis? So, any parting words, gents?
I'd like it on the record that I do not have blood orgies. Not yet.
Now the idea's in my mind.
Maybe when this takes off.
Fans, Adam wants his blood orgy. Who wants to help him out?
I am owed a blood orgy. Blood for the blood god.
I wanted a blood orgy, and I'm gonna get a blood orgy.
I'm gonna have more pound of blood orgy.
You don't scare us. Yeah. But yeah, okay, Adam, thank you for that. Lewis,
you.
any?
Anything's a canvas.
Oh, that's very poetic.
It's
Life and death can be a canvas.
Or a kitchen floor.
Yeah.
If you see any faces on your floor, just stick a rug on it.
No, cut it out and put it on your wall.
No, don't do that. Don't listen to James.
Okay.
Or if you're gonna do that, put it on a supporting wall.
Yes, exactly. Make sure your house is structurally sound for the job. So, everyone, thank you so much for listening. We are Marvel's Mysteries and Midlanders, and if you want to get into contact with us, you can find us at email, which is marvels.mysteries@gmail.com. And you can also find us on Instagram at MMMidlanders or at MMMidlanders. There we go. There we have it.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. So, until next time, thank you for listening. Lewis won't be with us next week because he's going on a skiing trip to Italy.
Yeah, that.
So, me and Adam will be joined by a guest host. So,
we have a guest host.
We do.
Hey?
We do. We're going to be joined by...
Be replaced.
Yeah.
I've been
You
replaced.
screw about for 1 week and you get replaced. Is that all right?
Just like that.
Just like that. No, just filling in your space, Lewis, while you're gone is all.
That's fair.
Is that all right?
Substitute.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. It'll be Carly from the Haunted Housewives podcast will be joining us. Also on Instagram, known as the Village Tarot Witch. So, yeah. But yeah, you'll get to hear us chatting nonsense about something next week. So until then, thank you very much. I'm James Alexander. He's Adam Daly.
Hello.
And he's Lewis Carter.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you so much for listening and have a brilliant week. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye. Yeah.
Bye.
a cat that's a vampire.
I
Hello.
don't see